Hey guys, welcome back to Peaceful Ambition. Today guys, I just want to have a nice conversation with you guys, kind of have story time with you guys while making one of my Peaceful Ambition shirts. So I'll be just talking to y'all and making my shirt, showing you guys the process and everything. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me and just share out this video, guys. We want to build the tribe so we can pull each other up and help one another. So guys, by the title down below, you see that today's story time is going to be about something that I discovered about myself. And it's mind-blowing, guys, mind-boggling. So guys, make sure you stay for the whole video to listen to what I have to say, Miss Peaceful Ambition, and let's get this started, guys. Like I mentioned, I'll be showing you guys how I make my Peaceful Ambition shirt. So today is the Jamaican Independence. Happy Independence to all my fellow Jamaicans out there. So because of that, I'll be making a Jamaican color shirt. So I have the yellow, I also have the green. This will be the Peaceful Ambition, and then I'll be putting my slogan in black. So what I use, guys, is my vinyl. Ta-da! This is the green. This is the felt material. It's kind of like a velvet or like a, I don't know, it feels good. I think I like this better than just the regular vinyl on there, so I always try to use this for Peaceful Ambition. And then I have my beautiful baby, my Cricut, guys. I love this. So this is the Cricut. I'm gonna show you guys how it works. Opens up. I already have it on and warming up. So basically, guys, I'm gonna cut my vinyl in this with my computer software, and then once I cut the vinyl, place it on the shirt to my liking. I'll be pressing it. I have my heat machine right here. I know you can't feel it, but it is hot. So basically, guys, like I said, I will be just doing story time with you guys. All right, so people, I got my vinyl cut right here. Bam, as y'all see, Peaceful Ambition. So what I'm gonna do is basically just cut this out of the vinyl and weed it and then do my positioning. So now let's get into what this video is really supposed to be about, guys. I want to talk about a aha moment that I had about myself. And yes, I am 32 and I'm still discovering things about myself, or I shouldn't say really discovering things about myself, maybe uncovering things about myself. You know, ooh, almost burnt myself. You know, realizing why I was a certain way, or, you know, understanding why I may think the way that I do now. So I want to tell you guys that this all started, first of all, by a conversation with my grandma, my mom, and I. You know, not a lot do we all three get to be on the phone, but when we do, we try to, you know, just talk about anything under the sun. So we were having a conversation about, I think, the way that my mom was raised versus the way that she raised me. And my mom and my grandmom, you know, they're pretty tough women, strong black women. Yes, yes, yes. And, you know, my grandmom raised my mom to be really strong, just as much as my mom raised me to be strong. But we were just talking about like different things, different stories that happened to us, you know, stories about things that my mom did that I remember, as well as things that my grandmom did that my mom remembered when she was a kid. And, you know, telling those stories, it kind of hit me because you guys know that I grew up really shy. You know, I didn't want people looking at me. I didn't like to be in crowded places, and I just felt like people were always like, I was paranoid, I guess, as like a little kid, but it was more of a shyness. You know, I wanted to just kind of fade into the background and not really have people around me, and just, you know, not really be that social butterfly. I was okay with blending in and people overlooking me. So, you know, we were talking about this one time. This is a true story, guys. This one time we were in a restaurant and my mom was using the ATM. And I believe I was a little kid. I don't know exactly how old I was, but I was maybe like, let's just say I was like 7, 8. And I remember standing there behind my mom or beside my mom while she's using the ATM. And all I know is my mom turns around. She's like, "Can you not stand so close to me?" And it just was kind of like an uproar, you know, them arguing in the restaurant. just having attention on her. And not saying that my mom was wrong, or maybe the lady was, was close or was not close. I really don't remember. I just remember a lot of times in my childhood, there was moments when my mom or my dad was the center of attention. And, I'm not putting my parents down by no means, because that's just their personality. My personality is more to be, meek, to be more quiet, to be more blend in, to be more laid back. But I feel like the reason why I am that way, and guys, is not just me. My little brother is also the same way. He's really laid back. I guess people say really humble. We're not really the ones that put ourselves in the spotlight. And I feel like the reason why we may be that way is because when we grew up, our parents were the ones to want to be in the spotlight. My dad, his business was buying things from big cities and then reselling them. So, when he was out, out in the 90s, people used to, post up outside and sell their stuff. That was my dad. Hey, I got this for sale. I got that for sale. He was never shy with promoting himself, saying, hey, I got this going on. You want to buy from me? He was able to walk into a room and everyone would know his name, know what he's selling, y'all know, if y'all been friends or followers of me for a while and know the things that when I do include my dad, y'all see his personality. He has a big personality, just as much as my mom. And after having that conversation with my mom and my grandmom, I was like, you know what, I think I know why I grew up shy. Because a lot of times people grow up shy and they say it's because of self-confidence or just trauma or something like that. And I feel like maybe I wasn't traumatized, but maybe the attention or the things that, I've been through in my life because of, the events that, or just the people that my parents were, with a lot of people looking at us sometimes and just like shaking their head, or, I don't know how to explain it, guys, but, growing up with a parent maybe that is not like you can be hard. And I say that loosely because your parents and you guys, you're gonna love each other regardless of the same or not. That should just be a love between you guys. But at the same time, when you grow up and you feel like you're a different person than your family, sometimes you feel like you're the black sheep. It can be really hard on you as a person because you may feel like, oh, I don't fit in. I don't even fit in with my family. But at the same time, it can also be a blessing. Again, I'm not saying any of these things to put my family down, to put my parents down, because they are great, strong people. But their personality is not so much mine. And I respect them for that, because some days I wish that I can be the person to be like, excuse me, this and that and blah, blah, blah. But sometimes I'm hesitant. Sometimes, I'm thinking about other people's feelings and not just, no, I need to think about my feelings before I even think about other people's feelings. So guys, really fast, I want to show you. So I cut out Peaceful Ambition, and I also just got done weeding. So look at that, peaceful. So this is the part that you guys are going to see if I show y'all. That is backwards, but yeah, Peaceful's cut out. This is what it starts to look like before I weed it, just, the vinyl. So I'm going to go ahead and weed it, and I'll show you guys how I do that also. So basically, this is a hook. I don't know what the technical name for this is. I just call it my weeder. I just kind of find a corner. I stick it in the corner just so I can separate the plastic and the vinyl. And my Cricut already cut my letters out. So basically, I'm pulling the vinyl off, guys. I'm just pulling the excess vinyl that I'm not going to use, and then I weed out the little corners that doesn't need to be in the name. So yeah, people. So again, guys, when I had that talk with my mom and my grandmom, and I said that to them, my mom was like, well, I understand, because even when you were a kid, you were always like, Mom, stop, Mom, no, come on, let's just leave it alone, or Mom, be quiet. That was me, the one to be so embarrassed of their parents, just because they were maybe loud, or they were just different from who I am. And it never made me have any type of grudge against my parents. I just knew that was them. But at the same time, I knew that I didn't want to be that person. I didn't like that attention so much. So I think that's why I grew up to have that insecurity of shyness, to not want people to look at me, not want to be the center of attention. Because guys, I tell you this all the time, you know, my shyness, it didn't come from me feeling less of myself or thinking that, you know, I was any type of way or low self-esteem. You know, it was more so just the, you know, I guess the judgment. Yes, the judgment is what I guess I was afraid of. You know, a lot of times, like I said, growing up, you know, maybe my dad is doing something and I'll like look through the crowd and I'll see someone's face that's like, you know, scrunched up, and in my head I'm just like, oh my gosh, they're thinking this, or they're thinking so many things. You know, I'm thinking for them basically, and I'm thinking about how someone else is thinking about me, how they're seeing me and my family. So, you know, guys, I really feel like this was a discovery for me. You know, I always wonder, like, why was I so shy? What was wrong with me? And now that I'm a grown-up, guys, and especially since I had that aha moment, you know, and I'm not blaming, you know, anything on my parents, because they raised us the best way that they could, and they did a very good job with us. But, you know, it just made me think about, you know, my tendencies, the things that I do that maybe it's going to affect my kids. You know, maybe it's just me being me, but in some way it's tweaking their personality also. So because I have that thinking now, you know, I'm really trying to be careful with the things that I do, the things that I say, and, you know, just the things on the daily basis, and, you know, the things that I show them also, because, you know, you can tell your kids one thing, but it really gets to them, at least with my kids, when I actually show them. You know, for example, when Akira was little, you know, she cried and she hated her natural hair when it was, you know, an afro, and she said, I need to be pretty, I need to be beautiful, I need to get my hair relaxed. And she was only 4. She said, I want spaghetti hair. And I said, Akira, you're beautiful. You know, I showed her black princesses, I showed her pictures of her when she looked so pretty, and she says, but mommy, your hair looks like a princess. I had relaxers in. Your hair is straight. You know, so I had to show her, guys, I had to show her by cutting my hair off, by going natural, that, you know, I believe in what I'm actually preaching. So, you know, I'm just trying to remember that now, even with them being older, even with Talani growing up, that I really need to stick to my guns and really just remember that how I'm growing them, how I even carry myself, how I go for things are going to affect my children. And my children mean the world to me. So because they mean the world to me, I'm willing to step it up in life, to do better for myself, to do things better so they can see that, so they can grow to be better people also. So guys, I got my vinyl cut. I weed the ambition. So I have peaceful ambition. I'm going to go ahead and cut out let your ambition be your peace, which is the slogan. I'll be doing it just in the shiny black. So once I cut that out, guys, I'll be right back. All right, people. So I am back. I got your slogan here. Well, my slogan. Let your ambition be your peace. Bam, cut out, as well as peaceful ambition. So guys, this is what I'm going to press on the shirt. So I have this. This helps me with getting everything basically measured out, make sure that it's, you know, correct on the shirt. Starting out as far as the positioning and, you know, measurements and all that stuff. So I'll be using this along with my ruler and everything. Once I have that squared away, guys, I'll show you me pressing it, heat pressing it. But I'll just, you know, measure everything out while I'm finishing up, guys. So, you know, having that discovery about myself, about my childhood and everything, it really, like I said, just made me think about, you know, how I and my husband are affecting our kids, and not just, you know, the lessons that we're teaching them, or, you know, the things that we preach to them, but also the things that we do, you know. So like I said, I'm really trying to, you know, look within myself to make myself better, just the smallest things, because, you know, your kids pick up those things, you know. And even though I didn't pick up that personality from my parents, you know, at the same time, it made me so much not to want to, that it made me something that, like, became something that was so self-conscious. You know, I was so self-conscious of bringing attention to myself just because. And, you know, it still tweaked me. It still got me in some way that it affected my personality. So, you know, of course, parents can only be themselves. They can only raise their kids to their best capabilities. And there is no perfect parent. But at the same time, I think with me being aware of the discovery that I had, it's going to make me be a better parent and better person, period. So, I just had to share this with you guys because I feel like, I'm not the only person that maybe have went through things in their childhood that may not, to the naked eye seem like it could be something that can traumatize you or something that can affect you in the long run. Like I said, we raise our kids the best to our abilities, but maybe there's something that we're doing that will affect them in the long run, So with me having that discovery, guys, I want you also to look within yourself. I don't like when people say I'm a product of my environment. No, you're not. Not when you're a grown person, not anymore. Of course, you are going to have those pieces of your environment in you, but as you grow, those pieces should also fall off of you. Imagine yourself as a tree. I know I love trees. You have the roots and everything. Yes, that's your environment where you grew up from. But as you grow, branches are going to fall off. Leaves are going to fall off. You're going to go through changes. The tree may even, be windy. So that's all part of life. So you can't just say I'm a product of my environment, because that means you'll just be a straight shot. You have everything that you carry with you through your life. No, those things fall off. You change every day. You wake up a new creature. So because of that, that means that we can always make a change to become better for the people that we love, or even just for ourselves, because you never know who's watching you. It can even be a stranger. It can even be a subscriber or a follower, or just an everyday person that sees you from a distance that admires you, and to see those little small changes in you can help them. So let me measure this, guys, and then I'll press it with y'all. Okay, let's go. So I have everything measured out, so I'm going to basically just carry the t-shirt over to the heat press so you guys can see how this works. So I'm going to put my shirt here, just lay it out. Oh, Miss Talani is up. Okay, as you guys see, I have the t-shirt on the press. Try to still press down, make sure that everything looks good, and yeah, it looks good. So I have this paper right here. This basically just goes on top of the vinyl so it doesn't stick to the heat press and everything gets pressed out fine. So I'm going to just push this down, lock it for about 30 seconds. The alarm is going to go off when it's done. And when it is done, I'm going to basically just be done with the shirt. So I'll show you guys. Okay, people, so this is what it looks like pressed. I know it kind of looks just like how I showed you guys earlier, but this is actually pressed. So I'm going to pull off the vinyl. Talani, stay still. I'm going to pull off the vinyl. Hold the shirt right here. Put your hand right here. Yeah. Keep your hand right there. As you guys see, it's staying on the shirt. Let your ambition be your peace. Voila. It is on the shirt. It's not coming off. Let me do this one. Put your hand right here. Thank you. Hold it. You gotta hold strong. Be strong. Yeah. And guys, this would be a lot smoother if I had two hands. Bam. All right, and last one. Bam. Okay, there we go, guys. Just like that. Peaceful ambition. And like I said, guys, this is like a velvet material. I love it. And then I have the shiny yellow. So guys, if you want your Peaceful Ambition shirts, please make sure you go to peacefulambitions.com. Okay, guys, so I am done with my shirt, as you guys saw, and I am also done with story time. I hope you guys enjoy this, I guess, story / message. Hope you guys got something out of it. And, I really enjoyed the reasoning with you guys. Please make sure y'all share this. I really want the tribe to grow so we can touch a lot of lives and we can grow together, guys. We can be a strong tribe to push each other on. So, guys, again, make sure you guys go to peacefulambitions.com for your t-shirts, purses, scatter peace, peaceful summer, as well as ambitious sis. So guys, please make sure you also find me on my other platforms, the family channel, Wise Family 5, Andre&Tiera's World, my husband Dancehall Critics, as well as my baby girl Akira's Journal. You want to say something, Talani? Say bye. She just woke up, guys. Peace. Till next time, guys. See y'all later.